A very warm welcome back to Stone Valley for episode 14 with me, MrSealyp. As you've just seen, I finished the contract on field 26. I'm now doing fertiliser spraying on field 15. It is all go. My field 17 and field 3, our soybean and sunflower are both ready to harvest. I've got the Puma ploughing field 6, our new field. That's been fertilised once, it's now being ploughed. It's going to be limed. I'm going to buy a lime spreader. The one I was looking for, I made a mistake, I was looking at the wrong thing. Thank you to Nimrod for tipping me the wink on the correct one. I did go and stop at the lime point and buy another 70,000 litre load of lime, which I'm now going to put. Actually, I don't know if it's going to let me put all of it in here. What I've also done is the boxes of lime that I unloaded a little while ago over at the cow farm. I'm now putting those into the silo there. I bought myself a big bag lifter for the wheel loader to help me lift pallets and do various different jobs. I can't remember how much I had left in this silo, so this may not take all 70,000 litres. So the harvester at the moment is doing soybean. The price for soybean is still sitting at 1,700 and something. 1,792. So I'm going to do the soybean first. The sunflower price is still sitting at 1,450 at the west sell point. So potentially if I can get cracking on those... Oh, I did take it all. That's all right. That's all good. I needed to free up the lorry because I need it for doing the harvesting now. What I am going to do is just whiz over to the cow farm. I'm going to grab the pup. Actually, you know what? I think it might be time to sell the pup and get another one of these, you know. Double sling them. Get a dolly and have two running. The harvests are just getting bigger. I've got more fields, more stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going to do that off screen. I'm going to go and grab the pup. I'll take it up to the store. We'll sell that. We'll get a new one of these. While we're up there, we'll get our new lime spreader. The lime spreader can do fertiliser spreading as well. So whilst it seems like an extravagant expense, it does mean potentially we could run multiple fertiliser spreaders as well. So as you can see, ploughing is almost done on field 6. It's weird because field 6 is like, well, that's quite a small field. It's actually not a small field, but compared to some of the others, it is. So yeah, sunflower is good to go. Everything is rocking and rolling. My whole premise of getting cows today, I want to. I'm just very conscious of the fact I've got a load of work to do. That's the thing. I am looking at another tractor. I know. I was thinking, slot count wise, being on console, it would make far more sense if I bought another Steiger, because that would keep the slot count really low, and I could get one. I don't have to get another one 535 horsepower. I could get one with less horsepower, but I have got my eye on a Magnum. Problem is with the Magnum, that's about another 50 odd slots, because it's another really nice modded one. So I don't know what to do for the best now. Duplication would save me a lot on slots. Actually, while I'm here, let's get this last one done. So I've got the big bag lifter from the CSZ pack. That's by DD Mod Passion. I've already done the last 4 that I had. Let's just take the straps off. Grab this last one. Doesn't matter if it's not straight on. I'll do. Okay. So yeah, all the bells are sorted. I've got everything loose now in the silos. Yesterday I was racing change because of the potential. I still don't know when the update's going to come. A lot of people have messaged and commented and said, do you know what's happening? When's it going to be? I honestly don't know. I just know it's kind of in the offing. It's kind of on its way. When? I don't know. It's the not knowing that gets you. But now we're racing rain, because rain's on its way, and if I can get these harvests done, or at least a big bulk of them done, then we're going to be better off for it. So anyway, yeah, I said I was going to I'll do this off screen. So well, I'm always up to the store. I'll stop talking now for a minute. Let some of the other workers get on with their work. And let's get this sorted out. Still need to do the landscaping here actually. I do need to sort that out. So I think it probably is something that needs to be done. Helperies completed their task. Oh, does that mean the contract's complete? Or is it just stopped? Can't be the fertilising job. That's weird. Maybe it has. I'll check that in a minute as well. We are turning and burning fields now at quite a rate. Okay, we're up at the store. The pup will sell for... So need to repair a little bit. 22,710. We'll sell that. The new one is just going to be a replica of the one we've got already. I am coming around the back of the building. Our new trailer and dolly has been put on the other side for us to collect. Actually, while I'm here, the manure spreader. It was the... Well, there are two of them actually. It's the Bergman TSW 6240W. There is this one here, which is by Giants, and then there's this one here, which is by Johnny 6530. They're pretty much identical. Slot count, price. They both do lime and I said fertilizer. It's not fertilizer. It's manure. But I could go and buy. I can buy manure. So that's, you know, we can go and get manure. The main difference being that this one we can change the main colour and rim colour, and I don't think we can on this one. But we can change the tyre options. And honestly, I was going to keep it the Bergman green anyway. So I'm going to get that for 92,500. This will lime spread out to 24 metres with a 25,000 litre capacity. So I thought that was kind of... Again, it's another investment. We're going to make a load of money back again now for our sunflower and our soybean. If not immediately, if it does rain, then at some point fairly soon we'll just put it into storage and then we'll wait for a good price again. Depends how I want to go about it. I've just realised, have I got the same colour? Yeah, I just think the one that I'm pulling is a little bit dirtier. So we've now increased our capacity from 95,000 litres to 140. Someone did say to me, am I going to get a grain cart, or I should get a grain cart because I should be taking the lorries onto the fields. It's a fair point. I do want to get a grain cart at some point, but at the moment I'm going to stick with this. We will get one. I'm just not too sure when, but we will look at getting one. And again, like I said, I'm probably going to get another truck. Oh, I might have knocked the sign down the way in. Sorry, I'll pay for that. So that if we are running two harvests or whatever we're doing, we could potentially split these two trailers and have one on one field and one on another for doing two separate harvests, or if I'm doing a harvest contract and a harvest of my own, whichever way around. We'll look at some options on what we can do. So again, another step in the right direction. We are expanding, we are improving our capacity. It saves on trips backwards and forwards. The less trips, the better. I am going to use it on the field this time. Like I say, I haven't got an auger wagon yet, so we'll just use it for the time being. Yeah, all good. I'm really pleased. It's all going in the right direction. We are moving forward. I'm not quite sure. Look at the sky. I don't know. I don't know when that rain's going to come. Ah! Too busy looking at the sky. Whew, that was close. That could have been nasty then. Right. Engine off on that. What do I need to do now? I've just finished the contract on field 15 and taken on a contract for field 23. So what I'll do is take the fertiliser spreader up to the store, grab some more fertiliser. I can get seeds from over there. I'll go to the store. That's what I've been doing anyway. Yeah. This is exactly where we need to be. Don't worry, I'm going to get the cows, I promise. I know I keep saying in the next episode, and then this is what I said. Contracting, doing contracts for other farmers and stuff is all well and good until you reach a point where you've got enough of your own fields with enough crops in a kind of rotation that you're spending most of your time harvesting and preparing your own fields. Then you run out of time to do other stuff, and we're kind of reaching that point. I'm just very aware that I'm in the process of prepping field 6. Once this field's done, this will need re-prepping. Once field 3's done, that'll need to be re-prepped, and then we'll roll through into the next harvest again. Which is no bad thing. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to do a rotation of crops next time though. I'm going to do something different. Done sunflower, done soybean. We did a corn crop for the ethanol. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Might do a sugar cane, but again the sugar cane I'm going to do on a smaller field. I'm not going to do that on a massive field because that will take forever. Cotton, I have been told as well, they don't do cotton in Illinois. There are cotton contracts that appear on here already anyway. I know I'm not running seasons on this. With seasons on, it won't let you, obviously, but it's still something I could look to do. But, Right, I've got the TSW on the back. It only requires 160 horsepower, so we've got enough horsepower on the Puma to pull this. I was a bit concerned I wouldn't be able to pull it, but we should be okay. Let's fill it up. So we are liming with the limey. Bigger capacity than we've done before. Should make lighter work of doing these jobs as well. And like I said, it does mean we've got it now, it's ours, we haven't got to keep leasing one whenever we need one. Maybe it's a bit of a false economy, but again, I don't care. I want one, I wanted to do the, because I'm doing liming more often, it seems to be, it's cropping up a bit more, especially on my own fields, and if we go through the rotations of fields fairly quickly, and I could use it in conjunction with something else if I go and buy manure, and then once the cows start producing manure as well, then we could use it for that too, so it's going to help out with whatever we're going to be doing. What I do need to do though is open it up in preparation. I've got to try and gauge this right. 24 metres is going to put it out about, is that about right or not? Is that too far? Not enough, not enough. Might get a little bit more out of that. Just looking at the other side, look how far that comes out. Yeah, we'll get a bit more out of that. Let's go to about there maybe. Let's try that. Bingo, that'll do. Nice. So I've hired a worker. You might notice I do that quite a lot. Sometimes I'll do the job myself when I start off, but if I want to get a good camera angle, if I'm trying to look at, kind of moving the camera around to look at something, I just find it's a little bit easier. That way you don't stray, of course. I just stick a worker on it to start off with, and then we'll get going proper. I've got to be careful now because I don't want that to go into my other field. As you can see, so that's on a worker. I'm not going to touch that for the moment because I had the same problem occur. I really should not be driving through my crop like that. I came across the field on a worker when I was spraying, and as it went across into my field here, field 3, I panicked, took the worker off, and then destroyed my own crop. If you leave the worker won't damage your crop. If you do it yourself, you will. So it was one of those, as soon as I did it I thought, oh, what are you doing? I couldn't believe I made that. It's such a schoolboy error, but anyway. There we go. Fantastic, and off again. Okay, what do I need to do now? Oh yeah, take the spreader up to the store, grab the last bit of fertiliser there, maybe buy a little bit more, then go to field 23, get that cracking. Not sure how far this 25,000 litres will go. I'm going to have to refill it again without any doubt it's going to need redoing. And then once this is done, so it's been fertilised, it's been ploughed, it's now being limed, then I'll fertilise it again and I'm good to go. Because my new seeder planter doesn't have the capacity to fertilise when I go. I know I don't normally do it anyway, but it doesn't, so that's why I'll be doing it separately. The flow rate on this TSW 6240 is astounding. I just did the whole field on one load. I haven't refilled this. There was 25,000 litres in it. I'm going to get down to, I won't get under 5. So less than 20,000 litres to do all of field 6. So thank you, Nimrod. I hugely appreciate that. Not only is it a good price, not only does it spread at a good width, the flow rate is phenomenal. That is astounding. A good purchase. I'm very pleased with that. Right, so this is ready for the next step. Harvest is continuing there. Fertiliser spreader is now going on field 23. What next? Oh yeah, grass field. Field 8 is ready to cut again. I was thinking, even if I don't do anything with it now, it might not be a bad idea, because I'm not running seasons, so it's not going to do anything to it, to just cut it anyway. Because even if I don't touch it till tomorrow, and then I cut it again, I'm going to get double the amount of grass off of it. If I just leave it and only cut it tomorrow, it kind of makes sense to do it now. Just get the mowers on it and get it cut, and then let it grow again, cut it again, and then we can bunker silo it, I'm thinking. I have a load more silage on hand. I know it's lots of odd jobs, but again, I'm at that kind of, we're at that multitasking stage where there's a whole load of different things we can be getting on with, and because I've got multiple machines now, I can run a few different things at a time, which kind of helps with all that. Right, let's stick this in this side. Avoid the door. Right, that's out of the way for the time being. Put that there. I think I'm going to do that anyway, even if I do that all off camera. I've put the corn header and the mowers all underneath here now, so they're all out of the way, but I'm going to run this as a separate... Oh yeah, I just remembered now, because I ran it as a triple mower setup before, didn't I? All on the front end with the tedder on the back. What I'm going to do this time is run it as a regular, one on the front, two on the back, because I'm just going to mow. I'm not doing anything else with it, just going to mow. So let's bring that back out of the way. I'll grab the front mower and I'll go and get on with that as well. Okay, right, drop that there. This shelter's actually working out quite handy for all sorts of things. I think the harvester even fits underneath it, folded. It certainly looked like it would. Maybe I just imagined that, but it's fairly high. I'm thinking when I get two harvesters, might not be a bad idea to have the headers under here, or harvesters themselves, or I don't know. Again, we'll think of something. Let's fog that up. I'm still sticking to the twin narrows on this. I just prefer the look of it. I did take it into the workshop and have a fiddle around with tyres. I put some wides on, then I thought about putting like proper jewels on it. They just looked just too wide. I don't know, it was just me personally. It looked a bit cumbersome. I like the look with the twin narrows. I know it may not be the done thing, it may not be how it's run, but I personally just like it. I didn't show the mowing. I've done mowing before. I didn't think people would want to watch it, but we're back, and I thought I'd better give everything a bit of a wash down before I put it away. Like I say, I'm going to wait, and then probably tomorrow in game, once the grass is grown again, I will fertilise it, because obviously I want to get a good yield on the next growth. And again, I know that wouldn't be done in the real world, because if you were putting fertiliser down on top of grass that's been cut, it would make a mess, and I totally get that. But the beauty with playing the base game version without seasons is you can do a double cut, you can do a triple cut, do whatever you like. So I just thought, like I said earlier, rather than wait and think, well, I'll cut it tomorrow because it doesn't need doing now. If I cut it now and then cut it again tomorrow, I'm getting double the amount of grass off of it. So it just makes more sense to do that. That's why I decided to do it. So Sealyp will be happy. I'm jet washing everything. She's got it ingrained into me. It's just a habit now. I just do it all the time. Plus they look good when they're all shiny. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think they look fantastic when they're muddy, they look used, but you know. I know someone messaged ages and ages ago and said to me, I don't think we've ever washed our machinery. But it's weird, I watch Coal the Corn Star and they're always jet washing their stuff. Always, always, always. So yeah, it's weird, isn't it? How different farms do it different ways, but there we go. What we're doing next? Oh yeah, the harvest is nearly done on the soybean, so what we'll do as soon as that's finished, I'll take the soybean up and we'll sell that up at the store. Bit of a multitasking job this one. We've got all sorts going on. And so, here we are, 87,052 litres, should make us a tidy bit of money. The rain still hasn't come yet. I'm not knocking that, I think it's fantastic. It's annoying because I could have done that other harvest on field 10. And I didn't do it because I thought I don't want to get part way through, then it start raining and I'm stuck halfway through a contract that I then can't complete, which means I can't then do another contract until it is complete. And it could rain for a day for all I know. But what I think I'm going to do is just switch straight over onto my sunflower harvest and get cracking on that. It just makes more sense to get that done. And the other thing that dawned on me as well was because I've now got a planter that doesn't direct drill, I need to use my large cultivator to cultivate the ground before I can actually seed or plant. I completely forgot about that. So what I'm going to do is use the big cultivator, pick up a couple of cultivating jobs. I think field 11 has come up available for a cultivating job. So I'll do that and then I'll drop over onto my own field, on field 17, and we'll get that cultivated. That's going to be the next step. Cool. Am I going to get over 600 this time? The last couple of times I've done this, it stopped just before. Of course it did. Of course it did. As I said, I do need to cultivate because my seeder slash planter slash sower, I'm going to just say seeder from now on. I know people get a bit of bent out of shape over the fact that it's a planter technically, but it does seed and plant. And yeah. But anyway, regardless, I can't keep saying seeder planter, you know, all the time. I do need to cultivate. So I did keep the crumbler because that runs at 12 miles an hour. And does a 10 metre width, and what I'm finding is in conjunction with this larger 24 metre cultivator, it picks up the slack. It also does a lot of the little fiddly twiddly bits. If the big 24 metre misses a gap on an odd shaped field, I can whiz in very quickly with that one, as you can see, and pick it up. I could just do episode after episode. A lot of people have said and are still saying that this is working well on some bits of equipment but not others. I found 3-point hitch is just pointless. If you put anything on 3-point hitch and use a worker, it just goes to pieces. It just can't cope with it. So I'm using the regular hitch, but Big Papa Seeding messaged me yesterday to say that he used the Bednar Swifter on the regular hitch and it also went to pieces with the worker. So I don't know, it's a bit of a tricky one. I'm happy with it at the moment. I love the sound of it. I love the turbo whistle. I just think it's brilliant. Yesterday when I was doing a bit of recording on here, I just was cultivating field 11 as part of a contract and just watching it from different angles and listening to it, and I just love it. I think it's brilliant. So yeah, we'll keep it as long as we can or need to. If we start having problems, if we have any issues, for what I'm using it for at the moment, I'm not having any problems whatsoever, so I have every intention of keeping it as it is. So, yeah, like I say, we'll see what happens. Sunflower harvest is going brilliant on field 3, and we're kind of at that point we're ready to re-prep fields again, so we're going to have to get the seeder out. But what I will do is just swap these around. This one's going to come down now, isn't it? So I'll get out of the way a second. There you go, Helper J has a full rain tank, so I'm going to have to go over and unload that in a second. I'm going to re-fertilise this again, and then once field 3 is done, I will fertilise, cultivate field 3, fertilise again, then we're ready to go again on field 3. yeah, that should finish that last strip now. And I'll just whiz up the side with this. This needs a serious wash. I did a bit of maintenance, in-field maintenance, because it was needing it. This is a little bit overkill for this small strip here, but... So I'm looking at my options for a 4th tractor. A few people have suggested things in the comments. To me, this is something that has been a bit weird. Every so often it kind of finds a lump and it doesn't like it, and then it slows right down and then it picks right back up again. It's very odd. Yeah, the obvious solution, simplest solution, like I already mentioned, would be just to get another one of these, because that will keep slot count down. The price is really good. You can go up to a fairly high horsepower. If I want to go for much bigger machinery with regard to sowing, because I'm at the biggest cultivator I can get now, on console that is, I need a 600 horsepower plus if I'm going to go for some big seeding equipment. So this won't cut the mustard for that, but this is just a brilliant bit of kit for what I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, there's obviously quad tracks, they're quite expensive. I have been told, but keep this under your hats, that there is a big bud for sale. So potentially, I'm just thinking, if we're in big bud, that's what, 1,100 horsepower? I haven't used a big bud since... Blimey, was it Lone Oak on FS19? And I think I had the smaller one. I'm sure I did. That's crazy, that can't be right. I'm sure I've used one since then. Maybe not. Where's he going? Whoa. Yeah, so potentially I'm thinking Big Bud might be a good way to go. I did want to try and keep it case. The guys up at the case store have also offered, so to speak, a bit of a technological move forward, possibly an autonomous tractor. Give that a bit of a trial run on the farm. I'm just thinking for jobs like this, for cultivating and various things like that, and I'm pretty sure the one they've got is a 450 horsepower, so it's no slouch, and not too expensive either. I think it's sitting around the 300 grand mark, so yeah, we have options. That's kind of the best way of putting it. So the fertilising will now, I mean, to be fair, that old International is pretty much its fertilising duties. That's what it's doing at the moment. I haven't really used it for anything else now, as we kind of expanded and increased the size of equipment. Admittedly, it could pull this crumbler no problem at all. It wouldn't be an issue. So if the Puma was being used for something else, then I could use it for that. But yeah, right, let's go over to the sunflower. I really do need to sort these cows out. You know what, I think I might just do that. Might just decide, you know what, let's sort the cows out. I've been saying about it for ages. I know I'm in the middle of prepping fields, but at the end of the day, if I get the cows, they can kind of get going. I've got TMR, I've got stuff to feed them. I think we've got access to water down there, so I need to get a water trailer, but with the money I've got in the bank and the sunflower I'll have to sell, I think maybe, yeah, we'll get some cows, and it might be time for maybe getting a second truck. What are we thinking? Yeah, I think probably it's not a bad idea. Right, I'm going to get the fertilising going on here. If I haven't already mentioned it, I apologise. I don't want to apologise. No, I'm not apologising. This episode is a little bit... I'm kind of bouncing between jobs, because we are at that point. You know, we've got a lot of stuff that needs doing. Field prep needs to be done, and because I'm in a situation where I have just done ploughing, I've done liming, I'm also cultivating the fields, and then I'm fertilising again. We're kind of bouncing between jobs. And again, I'm very conscious of the fact, you know, you've seen me fertilise fields before, you've seen me, you know, cultivate before. I personally just could watch that Steiger pull the cultivator all day long. It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. And I'm also conscious of the fact now I'm turning fields, and until I do a new crop or use some different machinery, this can get very monotonous, because I'm you know, the last couple of harvests I've turned, I've done soybean, I'm doing sunflower, which is a little bit different. But field 6 was also sunflower, so watching me harvest another sunflower field. Once I get a second harvester as well, running 2 at a time, that's a little bit different. That's, you know, it's a bit more of a kind of spectacle, so to speak. So I think, yeah, cows. That's where we're going now. Yes, I've made an executive decision right up until the point I changed my mind. But before I do that, sorry, I'm just very conscious of the fact I haven't started on planting or seeding. I'm going to put some oat in the ground. There's a local ranch, I say local, not far from here. They need oats, we need the straw swath. I say we need it. I know I've got 75,000 litres of loose straw in the silos over here from the last time, or from when we first, I think it was the first harvest we did on this field, so on field 17. But I am aware we're going to need it for bedding and stuff, and if we do get a lot of animals we are going to need it. So I am going to do that, and we are getting a chance to use, oh well, covers are open, to use our new planter, so we'll give it a go. Now, like I say, this is on a regular hitch. I'm a bit concerned actually about doing it this way, but oh no, because I've already cleared some of this. I've already done some of the sunflower, haven't I? I'm just thinking, oh, what if I go into the sunflower? But I've already done that bit, so I don't have to worry. That's already cleared. Right, that looks a little bit better. Let's not knock the sign down. That would make things horrible. So let's get going with this. No, that's not. I'm missing a load off the end. That's 3 rows, or mind the sign. That's the only thing that I find with the articulated tractors. It's getting them lined up can be a bit of a game. You know what that's got to do with it. I'll come back and do that bit. Like, why is he going back that way again? Or she? I think it might be a she. Right. So we've gone from 12 to 18.2 metres, so we're having increased. We're going to get oats in this, that can be growing. It's got 2 fertilising states on it. It has been ploughed, it has been limed. The beauty with, if you've got a seeder that's not a direct drill, you can plough or cultivate. It will. So again, this is for people if you're fairly new to the game. You don't have to have a cultivated seed bed in the real world, so to speak. Some farms will run no-till, and generally speaking they've got a direct drill type bit of equipment. They might do directly onto a previously harvested crop. Normally if you've ploughed with mouldboard ploughs, you would then go over with a cultivator of some description to level out the seed bed, break up the big clods and clumps and stuff like that, to give yourself a nice level, fairly smooth seed bed in preparation for seeding. In game, if you've ploughed, it will allow you without a direct drill to plant, or you can have a cultivating state. Either one, it will let you do it. So I know when I kind of first started out, I was ploughing and then cultivating as well, because I thought you had to, because I thought it was one of those things you need to do, but you can, as you can see. I know I'm going across the furrows at the moment, but don't worry about that. That's just to get my headlands in. You can do it like this, if you want to do it like this. I think as well, I mean, I know this is a fairly small field compared to some of the other ones we've got, but having this larger one is going to make life a lot easier. If we go for another, the next step up is going to be a bigger tractor again, and then we can pull some real big, you know, seeding gear. Like I said, I want to go for something in the Borgo range. That's kind of my idea. Haven't really used that in anger yet. I've had a look at it when it came out, but other than that, haven't really touched it. So that's where I want to be at. That's the plan. So what I want to do now is get that turned the other way, which I think we'll do because it's going to stop. and we'll get this running, and fingers crossed I don't have an issue with the worker again. And what you find a lot of the times with these bigger planters, the bigger seeders, because the sort of machinery they're being used on, they don't often have a 3-point link attached. They are normally a trailer attached, although this one does give you the option to have either. So I went for the trailer, not a 3-point hitch one, because of the problems I was having with the 3-point hitch on the Steiger. I know it's not ideal. I'd rather not have problems with the 3-point hitch on the Steiger, considering it cost me 27 grand extra to have the 3-point hitch. So what we'll do now, I'm really wary about leaving this, but that said, the field on the end isn't mine, so it shouldn't do anything with that. I'm just concerned when it gets to the far side of this field, if it skips the boundary, goes off on a wander or does something weird. I do like the way this is going over the ploughed ground as well though. Like I said, I could just watch this. Can't, I've got stuff to do. Just check it out on the turn, make sure it turns alright. It was alright. Fingers crossed then. I'll leave that to get on with it. Right then. A new truck. I've gone for satin orange this time. I wasn't going for blue, I thought of red and blue, but there was an advert on the UK a while ago. What was it for? I can't remember now. Was it Wagon Wheels? Don't know. Where there was the red car and the blue car, but there was lorries. Anyway, it's weird, strange thought. Anyway, I've leased the Wilson Silver Star Animal Livestock trailer. That will only take 12 cows at a time, so I'll go backwards and forwards a little bit. Not quite sure how many I'm going to buy on the get-go. But another reason for getting another one of these, I could have gone for a larger truck. I could have gone for all sorts of options. But again, getting a duplicate of the one I've already got, I mean, it's not exactly the same, I think, unless I have by accident absolutely gone for the same thing apart from the colour. But again, slot wise, keep the slot count down. The price for sunflower is climbing at the north sell point, and it's gone above what the price is at the west sell point, so we should make a little bit more money on our sunflowers than I thought we were going to, which is absolutely fantastic. It's still in the green, still climbing, so it hasn't stopped yet. Potentially we'll do alright out of that. I mean, we were going to do alright anyway. I'm hoping that what we'll get will more than cover the cost of the new truck, lorry, semi. There are too many options. I always used to do that when I was talking on mod reviews, and I used to say pounds, euros, dollars, and people just said, look, you know, don't keep saying that over and over again. And it's the same with this, you know, truck, semi, lorry. I'm English, it's a lorry, but I kind of, when I do American maps, I always try to sort of stick with what it should be called, I guess. But I can't remember who it was. Was it Big Daddy or Big Popsy? I think it might have been Big Daddy. He said, look, what, oh, whoever it was, I apologise, I can't remember. Call it a lorry, it's fine, you're English. Of course you're going to call it a lorry. So yeah, I don't know. Is it about that time in the video? I'm trying to channel my inner MrSealyp. I'm learning from her, and you know, that's cool. Smash that like button, people, smash it. I'm not going to say my dudes, that's her thing. But yeah, she said in her last video she's got now, because she keeps saying smash that like button, my dudes, she's now got dudes and dudettes. And I've got MrSealypeeps, so smash that like button, MrSealypeeps. That's what we need. God, this is tighter than I thought it was going to be. Okay, right, let's swing it around this way. And we're going to get the first of our cows. But what breed? Now, I said we're going to run a dairy. And the thing is, again, base game, you will get milk no matter what you do. Although the breed I'm going to go for is predominantly a meat breed. We are going to get milk from it as well. But I don't think I've done these before. I normally go for the Holsteins that look... because it's that kind of, for me, growing up as a kid, that's what a cow looked like. You know, you drew cows, that's what a cow looked like. So I'm not going to show you yet. It doesn't really matter, in all honesty. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. We're going to go with Angus. Now, I know, like I say, base game, it doesn't matter. We've got cows black, cows brown and white, cows, you know. Black and white is your Holsteins. Black... I'm going for Angus. Now, it could be limousines. There are all different ones. Like I say, on seasons, it's a whole different ball game. But I'm going to go with these, and we're going to say they're Angus. So we'll fill up our trailer until it says we can't take any more. Confirm. These aren't going to be cheap. It's 30 grand for 12. I'm thinking we might start off with 36. I do want to get to a point where we've got like a big old herd, you know. I want to have loads. That is the plan anyway. So I know I've been saying this for a few episodes, but we are now out of the gate with regards to our cattle. Yeah, we'll go this way. Doesn't really matter. It's same distance whichever way around to look at it. But let's get them in. This is the next step. I don't know if I've done a fair bit actually in this episode. I'm trying to think, because we've been doing a few different jobs here and there. We've got to use the new seeder. We've just bought a new lorry. We bought the new lime spreader. It's all good. Why would you stop going that way? That's a bit of a weird one. I've thought that a few times I've driven on there, where the stop sign is. Wouldn't the stop sign be at the other junction that you'd come into? Because that technically was the main road I was on. So you'd stop at the other ones, wouldn't you? I'm no expert. But what this also means, again, like I said earlier... Oh yeah, new trailer. We got a new trailer, didn't we? Yeah, so having it... We've bought a fair bit of equipment in this episode. Getting a second lorry gives us that potential to split the trailers, so we can have them running different errands and things. Right, so this field 6 is done. That's got oats in. Field 17 will be seeded or planted. I haven't decided what's going to go into that. I might do canola actually. Haven't done canola yet. It looks like the harvest has stopped again. We're going to get... Oh no, not quite. Still going. We are going to get a fair bit off this. Now I've got to decide as well, because I really don't know where to put the cows. In so much as, you know, where exactly. I am going to need to get a water trailer too. And I was thinking, I think I might put them in this first one. I think I could split my breeds, couldn't I? Could. It's not there, is it? Is it in here? No, I did this when I did the first look. So where was it we unload them? That's for feed and stuff. Is it up here? That's your milk. That's annoying. Where was it? This is just about typical, isn't it? Was it here? Again, there'll be people screaming at their TV screens. You blithering idiot! You should know this. And I absolutely agree, I should. Oh man, I should have checked this before I came on the map, shouldn't I? I own this land. Let's open up the help menu. At some point I'm hoping the animal dialogue thing will come up. Open door. this side. There we go. I've come across it at some point. No, very professional. Right. This will need repeating. And confirm. Our first cows are in. We have got Angus beef. Fantastic. The sun doesn't help because it's coming that way. We need the sun behind us to get a good look at these. Fantastic. Like I say, I think I'll start off with 36. And we'll kind of go from there, is all I can promise at the moment. We will increase the herd. They are going to need everything now though. We do need to make sure they've got water, they're going to need straw. We're going to need to put top mix ration in. Yeah, cool, okay. We need to increase the reproduction rate. We will be producing, I'm going to put these straw in first. Yeah. I suppose what I could do, because we have got a second pen, haven't we? No, we're going to go for manure. Oh, actually we get both. What am I talking about? Because we're not on seasons, are we? I'm getting mixed up with this and Hollandseveld that I'm playing with MrSealyp. We'll get both, won't we? Of course we will. Right then. Let's go get some more. Well, it happened. It was going to happen sooner or later. The rain started. So, we are shutting up shop for the time being. I can't do a lot about that, unfortunately. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to go and get some more cows, but this literally... I was thinking, why is that noise? And it was only... I suddenly realised there are the raindrops. Right, covers on. We've got 114,879 litres in there. Like I say, the price is climbing. I was just looking at contracts available, but... So actually it's probably a good thing that we didn't. Where are we? Sunflower. Yeah, North Sell Point 1,488 and climbing. West Sell Point is sat at 1,450. So I'm going to let that climb. While it's raining, it might as well just keep climbing. I need to find some other jobs to do then. The harvest, I've got all of that left. I've got all of the other section down there. We are going to get an absolute load off this, but I hope the rain doesn't carry on for too long. I really do hope it doesn't. So with the rain hammering down, second load is going in. I'm going to get some more. I don't know. Might do 48. Yeah, we'll see. It's 30 grand a pop every time I do this, so it's not cheap. Kind of ironic as well that this has fallen straight after the episode on Hollandseveld where we were getting our livestock. So, excuse me, it's been cows on both episodes. Bit weird, but never mind. Next episode, we are going to get on with feeding them. The field prep will continue on field 17. I'm going to get some seeding done on there. I think I'm going to go with canola. The other thing I forgot about was our bottom field. I've just remembered. Field 35? Yeah, field 35. We have got our sugar beet in there as a test plot, and that's ready to harvest. That sugar beet is going to be going to the biogas plant. Now I'm sure, unless I misread it, which potentially I did because I do that quite a lot. I'm pretty sure the biogas plant takes it. Biogas plant, why is that not going past the bales? There we go. Biogas plant, yeah. Potato or sugar beet, 900 per 1,000. So we should do all right off that. It's only a small plot, but like I say, it's a test plot, it's a test field. We should do okay. So anyway, we have come to the end of another episode. Plenty more to come, loads more to be cracking on with. We are just making a start into our foray with cattle. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you are enjoying it. If you are, smash that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.